Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're looking for a recipe on how to make stuffed peppers or a new twist, this is an easy recipe that's one for your cookbook. By the end of this video, you're going to know the easiest way to make stuffed bell peppers with a couple cheat ingredients. And please do me a favor and click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every week, 2 of them, and I incorporate an inspirational quote in each one, and I tell a controversial joke. So let me go ahead and get everything set up so we can see how to get this going. And my peppers are already cleaned. I've got olive oil here. I've got some leftover tomato, spaghetti sauce. I've got a jar of passata, that's tomato puree. I've got cooked rice. I've got 2 kinds of cheese, sharp cheddar and Parmesan. I got Pam to spray my dish. I've got 2 packets of zesty Italian. You know, I'm using cheater stuff. You can use any herbs, Italian herbs or any herbs you like. And I'm using ground beef. You can also substitute Italian sausage, turkey, chicken, whatever you like. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up and then we can get to cooking. Okay everyone, I forgot to mention, I'm going to add some minced garlic. I have some organic in the jar. I'm not cutting any, and I cut up some parsley. I figured it would look good in there at the last minute. So I'm going to show you quickly how I do my peppers for stuffed peppers. Cut on the inside around like this to get the stem out, like that, and then go ahead and cut the pepper, cut about 1/4 inch off the top, like that, and that allows you to take this part and saute it, and then I'll show you another one. So you're just going to take the pepper, go inside like this, cut around it to get the stem out, and cut off about 1/4 inch off the top. Okay, and then you want to take this part and clean it out. You want to get all this out, the stems, the seeds, the veins, all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cleaned up for you guys and cleaned out, and then we'll get ready to start cooking. So stay with me. Okay everyone, I got my skillet on. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, and this is a step you really don't want to skip. You really want to skip. You want to saute your vegetables because it brings out the flavor in the onions and the peppers, and they won't be raw, because this is a fast method. When my mother made stuffed peppers, she stewed them, and by that I mean she cooked them in a lot of tomato paste, and she put them in the oven and they stayed for about an hour. Plus, she did not cook the meat. I'm going to cook the meat in this recipe. She mixed it all in a bowl raw, stuffed her peppers, added V8 juice, covered it, and cooked it for about 90 minutes. So we're going to get these cooking and get this sauteed and get these soft, because this is where your flavor comes in. And I'm not going to add the garlic until later because it'll burn cooking this fast. So I'm going to put you guys back on pause and get this sauteed really quick, and then we'll go ahead and add the ground beef. Oh yeah guys, my mom just called me and told me to make sure to tell you guys to add a teaspoon of baking soda to the hamburger meat. It'll definitely keep it from being tough. It'll make it more moist. So this is baking soda. I had to rip it open at the last minute. I apologize. I forgot about that. And as you see, the vegetables are sauteing nicely. Whoops. I'm gonna throw him back in here. My oven is clean. And you want to get these soft, pretty much caramelized, because that's where your flavor is going to come from with your onions. But I wanted to quickly show you that one thing that you didn't want to miss. Definitely, if you have a teaspoon of baking soda, add it to the ground beef. Like I said, that will keep it moist and keep it from becoming tough. So I'm going to put you guys back on pause, and this will be almost ready to where we can add the ground beef. Okay, the peppers and the onions are starting to pick up a brown color, so meaning they're caramelized. So I'm going to go ahead and add this ground beef with the baking soda added to it. Yikes. Get this cooked with the peppers. I'm going to add the garlic just a little bit later because I don't want it to burn while I'm trying to get the ground beef and everything mixed up. And this is almost a one-pan dish other than cooking the meat. My mother's recipe is 1 pan because you're gonna just mix a bowl with all the vegetables and meat in there and put it in raw and then bake it. But this is a cheater method. This is something you guys might want to try if you don't like it old school. Stewed stuffed peppers. That's probably why most people didn't like them, because the peppers are really done and mushy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this meat browned up, and then we'll get ready to season it and stuff the peppers. I'll be right back. Okay, I've removed most of the oil from this, and I'm gonna add a tablespoon of garlic. I'm gonna cook that just for a minute or two so it won't be completely raw. And I'm gonna add 2 packets of the zesty Italian. And you guys know, if you've seen any of my other videos, I like my food heavily seasoned. So we'll add 2 packets of that, mix that in. And I'm gonna add half the parsley because it looks good and I like the flavor of it. I'm the only one gonna be eating this. You don't want to miss this part. Now, if you don't like stuffed cabbage or sauerkraut, leave it out. But this is a part you don't want to miss, because this part makes it really good. I like sauerkraut. Even when I order Reuben sandwiches, I get it with the sauerkraut as opposed to the, I'm only adding about 1/4 cup, as opposed to the coleslaw. And if you want to sneak in some vegetables for your children, this is a sneaky way to do it. This has no caraway seeds in it. It's just basically cabbage, because I personally do not like rye or caraway seeds in anything I eat. So mixing this all up together, and this is where I add the tomato paste, or the tomato sauce, or tomato juice. My mother always used V8. Smells really good. This is what we're going to stuff the peppers with. Get this mixed together. And you can add as little or as much, or leave out the sauerkraut, but like I said, I like it. It's a little sneaky ingredient that people that aren't opposed to it will love, because they'll just think it's just cabbage in here too. So it's kind of like stuffed peppers and cabbage. Okay, so I'm going to put you guys on pause, get everything set up so we can stuff these peppers and get them in the oven. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, I have my meat here. Now what you can do, some people like to go ahead and add the cheese at this point. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put cheese on top, and this is where I take my tomato puree, and you know I've sprayed my dish, anybody who's seen my other videos. Most people just put these in here plain. I'm going to put a thin layer of passata tomato sauce on the bottom layer because I like it, but if you don't, just put them in there plain. And this is just something to coat the bottom. And after I washed and cleaned out the peppers, I turned them upside down so the water would drain out. Okay guys, gotta add the rice. I'm adding just a cup of rice to this mixture for the stuffed peppers. And I poured a little bit of passato tomato puree in the bottom of my dish after I sprayed it. You don't have to do that. I just like a tomato base on the bottom. I really like them heavily basted in tomatoes, but I'm not going to show you guys that recipe today. So now I'm going to take each pepper and stuff it with the rice and sauerkraut mixture. And you can add cheese to this if you like. I just prefer to add it on top. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm going to cook these at a 350-degree oven that's already up to temp. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff these, and then I'm going to cook them for 30 minutes. And then I'm going to come back and add the cheese on top and go like another 15. Now, depending on how you like your peppers. Me personally, I like them heavily overcooked, but I'm not doing that for you guys today. I would stew them like the way I was raised eating them. I would cover them and cook them for a long time to where the peppers, you can cut them with a fork or a spoon. You would not need a knife. But that's unappealing to most people, and so I'm going to cook them the way most people like to eat them. And just so you know, disclaimer, I'm going to go ahead and cook these longer after I show you guys the finished product. And do me a favor, if you're still watching, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Hit the like Because like I said, I have a good joke today. I always have a joke with every video and an inspirational quote. As a nurse, I need them sometimes to keep it moving. And the last bit of meat, what I normally do, I make some little bitty meatballs. And I just kind of throw the meat in the bottom of the pan with the stuffed pepper so it won't go to waste, because it all tastes the same. Okay, so this is how they look. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the oven, 350 degrees, and cook them for 30 minutes, and then get set up for my pictures, and then come back and tell you guys my joke. Okay everyone, there they are out of the oven after 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and top them with some Parmesan cheese, and then with some cheddar cheese, and go back in for another 15 minutes. And then these should be done. And then I'll tell you guys my joke. And also, do me a favor, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Oh, and also I have a giveaway. If you're watching this March of 2024, please go check out my shrimp salad video. I'm giving away a Coach bag, and it's free to enter. All you have to do is watch that video, like, subscribe, and share with 3 people, and then you're in. So I'll be right back in about 15 minutes, and then I'll tell you guys my joke and show you how this looks. Okay, there they are out of the oven. I put cheese on top and put them back in the oven on 350 for 15 minutes. So now I'm gonna set them up and tell you my joke. Okay, there you have it, Jen's stuffed peppers. Remember, they have sauerkraut in there if you want to sneak in some vegetables. And there's rice, and like I said, you can change up the flavors any way you want. These are Italian style, that's why I use the Italian packets. So let me tell you my joke. Now this joke is best told if you're amongst a bunch of people and somebody asks you to tell a joke, or you're on the spot for a joke. It's really quick and easy. Now here's the joke. You say to a bunch of people, or anyone, how do you keep an asshole in suspense? And then they look at you real crazy. You look back at them and you say, I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay, so that's my joke. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and share. Have a good evening, and God bless, and hope to see you on the next one.